Как много англичан используют Telegram для ведения своих соцсетей? Немного. Nobody really uses Telegram. It's more of a Russian thing, to be honest. Почти нет акцента. Спасибо. Я иногда спотыкаюсь. Я бьюсь об... Я читать очень медленно имею. Oh god. All my English chatters slow down. When I speak in Russian, they get scared. They're like, what? Huh? Is it often on Twitter? Yes, Twitter is more common. A lot of furries use Telegram. Why? I wonder. У нас русские некоторые хуже разговаривают. Да ладно, я не верю это. American accent into Russian is scary. Why? It's not. You think I'm a spy? My parents used to get a lot of shit from friends and say like, oh, you're a Russian spy in America. And they're like, no. Chinese spy, yeah. Это правда, некоторых русских сложно понять другим русским. У меня чтение не очень. Scary language from action movie? Yeah, no, people think like... Even before the whole debacle, people used to think like Russians were like aggressive and like spies or, you know, like they're evil because in Hollywood, Russians are almost always the bad guys, and it's like... You are aggressive? I'm not!
Now I shall disappear in the shadows, as I am buried under, but when I come back, I shall evolved. Now I'm Finland, so I'll be back soon.
Okay. Тос, нормально. Не надо спорить с модом. Мы это... Dude, the guy arguing with Tomix again, man. Чувак, если все меня будут пингить, тогда все остальные будут меня тоже пингить. Это не так важно. Ты не тут не центральный там человек в стриме, знаешь? I don't know how to say it nice. Like... Я это сама поставила этот, как сказать, rule. How do you say rule in Russian? Ты не центральный тут. Ну, ты сама понимаешь! На каком языке ты думаешь? Ну, когда я с родителями, тогда по-русски, а если сама там... Правило. У нас такое правило, чтобы... Мне только типа моды пингить в чате. Если что-то надо специальное сказать, потому что у меня столько людей столько разговаривают, тогда... Если меня все пингят, тогда... У меня мозг типа раскалается. How do you say thank you in Russian? Спасибо. Спасибо. Alana ASMR win? Please no, man. Русский язык автоматически включает пассивную агрессию, да. Were you raised bilingual? Kind of. In my house, my mom was an English teacher, and when I spoke in English at home, my parents would tell me not to, and you know, they would speak Russian with me. Alana Russian lessons on Patreon would be cool. Oh fuck no, that's so much effort. I barely can like speak Russian on my own. My grammar is pretty bad and like I can't really use my brain. Russian was your first language? Well, technically, but I went to school. I went to kindergarten. Без проблем, просто привычка. Ну ты не понимаешь, у меня такое правило подставлено в чате, потому что меня столько раз упоминали меня в чате, что начали все так делать, и мне это очень надоело. Я не знаю, как это объяснить, но я пытаюсь читать у всех чаты. Я иногда про что-нибудь пропускаю, но у меня столько людей в чате иногда. Понимаю? Да не, я не пытаюсь там проблемы создавать. Больше онлайн, больше фрикс. Да, у меня столько людей. Мне пришлось такое ставить правило в чате, что только моды меня могут... Ну, я не знаю, как называется. Не парься, все с ними лучше. Да ладно, Рили! Спасибо. Can we stop talking in Russian? I get like flustered. Nice. Man, everybody go. Nice. Все русские, идите спать. Nice. I love how it sounds. Oh my god, shut up. What the hell is she saying? She's saying some communist shit. Да не, я просто стесняюсь, когда я говорю очень много по-русскому. По-русскому много говорить, я стесняюсь. You told me to shake my head. You made this account yesterday. Okay, you're getting banned, buddy. Yeah, that guy is trying to like make me shake my tits. Yeah, that guy is out of here. Bounce your tits up and down. Yo, chat. Like, jeez Louise. Cringe, yeah, giga cringe. Nice. And you're not gonna? Come on, man! Nice. I'm talking to you. Nice. Do your Russian relatives make fun of your accent? Not so much my accent, it's my pronunciation of certain words. Типа красивый русский, приятно слушать, спасибо. Очень приятно. Porn is free, brother. I mean, I could shake my tits, but I don't know, it's kind of weird when people ask for it. They're like, can you bounce your tits up and down on the screen? I need to beat off. Just like chat them. Yeah, they can't say cul-de-sac. They say cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. Хорошо, мама Лана. Удачного вам стрима. Спасибо коллегам с работы у вас расскажу. Wow, Mr. Wardrobe is so nice. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't mean to cause conflict. It's just like a rule. Mama Lana. It's more of a term of endearment when Russians say it. It's not like they're saying mommy. They're saying Mama Lana like affectionately, like sister kind of. It's the same as saying like sister in other cultures, I guess. Call the sack. Hey VTuber, can you bounce your mounds up and down, left and right? Thanks. Yeah, I can. There you go. Boom. Bounce your titties up and down. Sister can be creepy in other languages too. Well, I'm saying in context, I used to think it was offensive, but like prophetic explained to me it's a term of endearment and not to me sexual. No, not Mommy Lana, it's Mama Lana, so it's cute. Do you say cool or coupe? No, it's cool. Unban request. Let me see. Is that the guy that told me to shake my tits up and down? Oh my god, chat. Holy shit, man. Wait, I gotta put this up on the screen. It's coup d'etat, not coupe. Coupe. Hold on, I'll show you, chat. This is what this guy said. Da, 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 da. Well, let me pull it up. Bum, 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 bum. This is what this guy said. He said, "Hi, could you shake your head? Go back." What? I sorry. I was trying to rati you VTuber. I did this to like 10 others. My English is bad. So this guy went and beat off in 10 other VTubers chats, and now I'm the 11th one. Holy shit. VTuber! Oh my gosh, man. I sorry. I was ratty, you VTuber. VTuber! Yeah, let him sit. Ban, time out. Like, I can take a joke, don't get me wrong. Я такую шуточку могу так, прости, но если ты там в первый раз пишешь, like, if you're writing, first time, chatter, account made yesterday, and then you say, can you move your tits? Like, and I'm like, that wasn't funny again. Ты выросла в России? Нет. Нет. Не выросла в России. У меня родители русские. Бабушка, дедушка там, тетя, дядя. У меня брат родился в России, и там вырос там, по-моему, до 8 лет. А я родилась не в России. Yeah, I wasn't born in Russia. Your tail is as big as an iceberg. And your voluptuous hair is as shiny as a light coming from a lighthouse on a sunny day. As in, it doesn't exist at all, because on sunny days the lighthouse doesn't fucking work. Russian ethnically? Yeah, yeah, like ethnically Russian, but like not born there. Bro made a Gooner account. I respect it, man. I respect the hustle. Coup de grace. Coupe de grace. Which is, why is V separate from tuber? Does he think you're a potato? Yes, I'm a tuber. Shake your head, tuber. No. No. Hi, tomboy. Hi. Coupe de grace. Where can I get bone apple teeth? Hell yeah. What is that? How to pronounce coup de grace? How do you pronounce coupe car? But I don't... It's coup car. Coupe... Wait. Coup de grace. Yeah, that's right. Alana only reads messages for money? Yeah, man. Yeah, clearly. Hold on. How do you say it?
Looking at Julian's pronunciation
I was
guide
watching
where we
the
look at
stream
how to
the other day,
pronounce
and
Oh,
the
shit.
first time chatter said, "Hello cutie, you tag feet." Smile, I was kinda impressed he actually read the tags.
Okay, I can forgive that, but like, come on. Who the frick is Julian? I don't know.
It's better some of the most mispronounced words in the world, like this other curious word, but how do you say what you're looking for today?
Poisson.
Let's learn how to pronounce this word, and we're talking about
Dang it, I gambled Earl. You win Alana.
Shape or type of
Hold on.
category of cars, okay?
Je ne sais
that could
quoi.
also be a glass of sparkling wine.
Hello Fox Tuber SmugAlana, I will continue watching
Hello,
ya.
hi Kitsune. Hello, thank you for the 8 months of tier 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it.
But in this case, we're talking about the car, okay? Now, in French, normally you'd have an accent on the E, making it coupe. Otherwise, it would be coupe. Coupe.
See, I don't know about this because coup de grace is a different word. I don't know what the fuck this coupe is. What the fuck is a coupe? Is that a car?
That would be more the glassware, the coupe. Coupe.
Car.
If we're talking
I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck a coupe is.
about the car, in French it's coupe. So that's why in English many say coupe. But the Americans, I think, in particular, even talking about the cars, talk about coupe, a coupe. Okay.
What about a chicken coop?
Both pronunciations are somewhat correct, coupe or coupe, but know that coupe means cut in French.
Oh, okay. So I'm still right. You still say coup de grace. Coupe bends. How about you bends these nuts backwards inside of your nuts? I mean, fuck. Never mind. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go pay. I'm gonna go take a piss. Never mind.
Plug.
Huh?
I'll be right back, okay? Shut up.
Oh, Metapod. Oh, Metapod, use Harden. Metapod, Harden. Oh, yeah, Metapod, you're so hard. Metapod, Harden. Oh, he's so hard. Look at those two hard throbbing Metapods. They're so strong and hard. Wow. Why are you so good at this?
My language, man.
Meh. Meh.
Nonka.
Meh. 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 Meh.
Abba.
Meh.
What? Chad does not have je ne sais quoi. Meh.
Abba.
Meh. Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
Meh.
It's my language, man. Oh shit, the music stopped. Oh, shita.
Sometimes life is cock and ball torture. Without the cock and balls.
How do you pronounce Porsche or Porsche? I don't know, I think I say Porsche. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about it. Обычно, когда английский второй язык, люди общаются на нем не совсем чисто по лица мелочах. Но когда не совсем чисто... Wait. Oh, shit. I read that twice. Но когда услышал твой английский, я был уверен, что ты носитель, а потом чисто русский, как будто ты полжизни в России. Это прям сильно запутало меня. У меня, I got that a lot when my mom and dad would go to friends' houses that spoke Russian or were Russian. They would say my Russian is really good. I basically have no accent. I don't know. I always thought they were lying and just saying that, but yeah, I appreciate it. Спасибо. Why is G and G and other times H in Russian? I actually don't know. My mom and dad explained that to me one time and I didn't understand. It's something to do with like the rules of like writing or something. I don't know. Alright, chat, it's react time. I don't know if I can last a long time today because my fucking stomach is killing me today. My tum-tum is hurting bad. Let's do a sesh. It's time for react, chat. We're going down, chat. We're going down. Yeah. We're cranking. Ah. У тебя очень красивая моделька. Спасибо. 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 I'm still saying Porsche, god damn it. I didn't really think about it. I think in Russian you also say Porsche. Yeah, in Russian you say Porsche, not Porsche. Yeah. Porsche. Ja, ich will brauchen das Porsche. Bleh. Ja. Nicht schießen. Nicht schießen. Porsche. Gary Potter. Yeah, Gary Potter. They say Gary Potter, not Gary. Not Harry. They say Gary. It's Porsche in Russian? I thought it was Porsche. I don't know. Harry Potter. Don't say that name, man. Don't say that name. It's like Voldemort. Terrifying. Shut up. Hände hoch, nicht schießen, please. Please don't hurt me. Ich bin mit meinem Porsche über die Autobahn gefahren. Oh my god, wow. Did you learn that German yourself or did you fucking poop that out of your butt?
Alana, what is a series that makes you go heart-eyed?
Your mom. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Let me think about it.
Gazri.
Excuse me? Heart-eyed series. I don't know. Heart-eyed. Sounds? Thank you. Got it. I don't know. Series like something you love? I'd really have to think about it. I don't know. Cause like I used to like a lot of things. And then as I aged, I started disliking it. Game of Thrones season 1 through 5. I mean, that's really good, yeah, actually. Yeah. Seasons 1 through 5 is really good. Pixel that's evil. What's up?
When is this cringe story thing going to happen so I make sure I don't miss the stream?
In a week, I don't know when. We're still doing, like, we're still gathering data, you know? Game of Thrones now has a ruined rewatchability because of the final season. I think anything past season, like, fucking 6 is, like, ass. Like, 6 and 7 was okay, and then 8 onward is just absolutely fucking dog shit. I got bored at 4. How the fuck do you get bored at 4 in fucking Game of Thrones, man? That's when it got really good.
The cringe stream is when the model debuts and she plays Spyro.
Okay. They changed too much from season 4 onwards? I don't know, man. Season 4, 5, and 6 was okay, and then 7, 8 was fucking ass. 8 was the worst, obviously. What is this? Let me see. Oh shit. Who were your favorite characters? I don't know, man. I'd have to look at an entire list. I really liked, I liked Jamie up until season 6 or 7 when they, like, turned... Basically, what happened was, like, they made him... They turned him into, like, a likable character, and then they ruined it completely because it's like, oh, well, I wanted to fuck my sister anyway, and, like, you know, he dies. And I'm like... Bro... You know what I mean? Yeah, he was really good, and then they ruined it in the last, like, episode when they were like, yeah, I actually did want to fuck my sister, and I don't regret anything. Yeah, he had a redemption arc, and then they just threw it all in the fucking garbage for no reason. Can you blame Cersei is smoking? Guys, please don't fuck your sister just because she's hot, man. That means you're a porn-addicted little fucking gremlin. Alright, let me see this shit. This clip should be good. Why would you record this? Chat, why would you record this?
It's time to rage. Rage rituals are getting attention on social media.
We should have VTubers record themselves slamming their shit in their desks when they get mad instead of typing. I genuinely think that we should do that. We should have those people that write essays on Twitter, like, you know, multi-paragraph essays. They should record themselves doing this instead and posting that.
I just joined and the first thing I hear is please don't fuck your sister, what the fuck?
Yo, eBookie, thank you for the 9 months with Tear Free. You're crazy! Yes, we did say that. We did say that, yeah. Now keep watching the horrifying reality of social media.
Especially from women. Participants scream and sounds beat large sticks on the ground.
If men did the same thing, you would call them fucking insane. Am I wrong? Like, if men did this and then recorded this, they would be like, oh my god, these incel fucking schizos. Like, but it's okay for women to post it.
When people do this and give
themselves
permission to release their anger, their capacity for joy actually expands.
Why is she rubbing shit on her face?
This is so fucking weird, man. Look at this.
My biggest struggle as a new mom is my anger.
Look. Look. Y'all believe this? You know what's really upsetting to me? It's like this girl's like my age probably. Like, I don't know why we do this. Like, bro, like, you record yourself doing this? Like,
Hold on. How do you get through the process of recording this and then seeing it being posted on, like, when you post something on TikTok, you want to know what happens before you press the press send, like, go send this and publish this button. It replays it like as you're doing it, and then you how do you record yourself and then like watch it back and be like, okay, I'm gonna press
somebody
send.
with severe anger issues, do not do this. This will make you actually more prone to acting out. Find something constructive to do and channel your rage into doing that.
Yeah, or go on a walk. Walks really help. Even if you're mad, like if you kick a rock while you're walking, that's like that's healthier than doing this shit. Because when you get that anger in your brain, it will think that you should do this, and if you don't have this like ice method, quote unquote, you're gonna like lash out and do this. Because you don't have the ice, so now you're gonna act it out on like something else. Hopefully not your fucking kid, for God's sake.
how are you gonna be throwing your shit around? This is a nice room. This is a nice place, bro. Like, she just felt like throwing ice. Millennials are tripping. That's Gen Z for sure. Why can't people just be normal and beat their kid to release frustration?
Motherfucker.
Okay, I don't even know what to say about this shit, bro. Like, it's so weird.
Stupid. Fucking asthma's chat. Fucking idiots. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that is so fucking... For me, what's the most flabbergasting thing is that they watch it back and they're like, yeah, this is good. Doesn't this also have, like, editing or something?
Well, I don't know.
Like, they have text and stuff. When you edit this text in on TikTok... Yeah, like... They have to put this text in as they're editing. Like, it replays it over and over, and you have to get it at the right moment. Yeah, you add it in. It's not like she edited it. Oh my god, I hate this so much, man. The screaming and rubbing, like, mud in your face, this is something else. It actually looks like she's wiping a little bit of poo-poo on her face. I was doing this shit when I was 5. Look at this base chatter right there. I was doing this shit when I was 5. He's saying they're like children, man. Oh my god, man. Everything cringe that goes on social media, I always assume is people just farming content engagement for money. You know what's funny is that these things don't actually make you money. It's just for attention. Did you know that you have to make 1 minute worth of content and have people watch through 1 minute worth of content to make like pennies on the dollar on TikTok specifically? You have to get millions of views and then have them watch like a minute's worth of work for you to get like a decent payout. Like, you would be better off making like a YouTube video. A YouTube video, not a YouTube short. YouTube short is also like really bad for that. But it's good for like clout, I guess, but it doesn't make you money. Yeah, it's like 5 million views, like $10. Like, not exactly, but it's a lot. It's not a lot for like the amount of work you put in. How's this positive clout? It's not. It's pennies. I think Ludwig showed that one of his shorts got like 100 million views or some shit. And he got paid like maybe like $1,000, which is like nothing for like 100 million views. Like, imagine 100 million views on a YouTube video. That's like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, if not $1 million. But $100 million, 100 million views on a short is like nothing. It's $1,000. And I know, again, I'm not trying to say $1,000 is nothing, but I'm just saying the equivalent. Imagine 1K in your wallet, but I'm trying to say that it's like it's not great. What if you put like $10,000 into that short? You lost money. All right. Watch this video. Gamers are the biggest threat to American society. Chat, you hear that? You're a threat to American society. Oh, that's hot. Chat, if you're a gamer, you're a threat. Wonderful. I can't wait to hear this.
Men don't post anything like this because we deal it elsewhere in more constructive ways. Why add more fuel to metaphorical fire?
I disagree. I think there's a lot of really low IQ men that post like, baby girl, are you shitting? I'll help you wipe. And like both fucking genders do it. I'm just saying they do it in different ways, man. I've seen my fair share of fedora tipping fucking Tumblr posts, man. I don't want to fucking hear it, man. They might not scream and rage, but like there's some posts out there that make me wonder why the fuck people are like this. Yeah, baby girl, you need a seed? Sit on my face. Like, stuff like that's very common. Anyway, chat, are you a threat to society? Because if you live in America, you are. You have your own personal federal agent. If you engage in video games, you're a threat. Alright, I'm listening. 3, 2, 1.
It's 2024 and they've gone and done it again. We're back with another attempt from the United States government to tell everyone how video games are causing violence in the world, creating extremists, and most importantly, how they plan to stop it all. This time, the leading cause of extremism is apparently content creators, live streamers, and of course the returning classic, memes.
Do you guys remember when they banned, well no, they didn't ban, but they thought that Pepe was like a racist symbol or some dumb shit? I remember that. Yeah, Pepe the Frog was a racist hate symbol.
I read this 45-page document that was created by a branch of the US government, so come with me on this magical, mystical, and often confusing carpet ride to discover how you, once again, are the problem. First things first, who exactly wrote this report and what's the overall goal? It was created by an organization called GAO, also known as the US Government Accountability Office. This office is funded by and directly reports to the US Congress with—
I pay for that. Chat, I pay for you guys to get told you're terrorists. By the government. My money that I pay out of my Twitch, out of my Twitch cut, I pay into the
the lead position being called the Comptroller General, a position that is assigned by the US President.
Okay.
The GAO exists, in their own words, to help the government save money and work more efficiently. They basically get paid taxpayers' money to try and hold the US government accountable in their spending and to try and find problems that need to be solved. This time, the problem they found that needs solving is gaming and social media. I'll read you in their own words why exactly this report was initially created. In recent years, content on social media and gaming platforms that promotes domestic violent extremism has influenced several high-profile attacks, according to experts and agents.
There's like a handful, maybe. I don't know, I can't really think of one in recent memory that was like directly related. I'm gonna need a source. The source is me. I'm the government. I make up my own sources.
agency officials. As a result, some social media and gaming companies, as well as federal agencies, are making an effort to understand and address online content that promotes domestic violent extremism.
Oh my god. Imagine a boomer trying to understand. A boomer in office that was born in like 19 freaking like, I don't know, 55. Trying to understand memes, emojis, and Discord calls, filtering through them and trying to understand if kids are joking or not.
GAO was asked to review domestic violent extremists' use of social media and gaming platforms. Essentially, they're putting forth the idea directly that gaming and social media has contributed to some heinous acts of violence.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to disagree with the premise that social media is a place that people become radicalized or communicate extreme ideas. Nor am I even going to disagree that there are pockets of the internet that foster communities like this. What I am going to disagree with is lumping gaming in there, as well as how they provide almost zero examples of what they claim exists throughout.
Helldivers 2 promotes a patriotic annihilation of bugs.
This entire report, whether you disagree or agree.
Did I see Roblox and Christchurch in the same fucking paragraph? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, Roblox and Christchurch. 2 words I would have never put together.
There needs to be substance to make the claim, but we'll get to that. So let's go over some of the greatest hits of the report. On the very first page, they essentially present a pipeline of extremism that stems from live streamers. The pipeline, in their words, goes from a live stream to video hosting.
Chat, I'm a thread. I'm the point of origin. Oh my god.
Sites, then to social media platforms and forums, eventually landing on user sharing. Now, obviously, they're not talking about your average Twitch streamer who plays Fall Guys or World of Warcraft. They're talking predominantly.
No. World of Warcraft is a threat. We should stop people from streaming World of Warcraft. I agree with Congress. I agree with Congress. Stop playing WoW.
About those fringe streamers that are deplatformed from most of the mainstream websites. The types of people who are most likely deep down conspiracy rabbit holes and foster an audience that are probably on the way towards some pretty extreme beliefs. This is a very real thing that exists. My issue with the usage of this, of course, is that there's almost zero context about what or who they're talking about. They just throw this infographic out there. This becomes a much bigger issue when you start to introduce the gaming aspect, which they essentially lump in with this entire report, using the—
Me running over prostitutes in GTA leads to violence against women. I bet you that's gonna be one of the talking points in this. $100.
Very real social media bubbles of fringe content to smuggle in gaming as some kind of Trojan horse to Congress. This becomes apparent when you look at their inclusion of an ADL, Anti-Defamation League, article, which represents gaming as a whole as some kind of breeding ground for—
Wait, what? Anti-Defamation found that Twitter— Oh my god, man. Fucking blocker, bro. Man, fucking Adblock just clapped my ass, bro. Hold on. Let me read this again. Report the Anti-Defamation League found that 20% of adult gamers and 15% of young gamers reported being exposed to white supremacist ideologies in online games. Bros. Is it really 15%? No, I don't believe this. I need to see the entire stat spread of that. And exposed doesn't mean you engage with it either. What if it's like, hold on, hear me out. What if it's feds baiting other feds? Or like, it's feds doing this and saying this so they can take down video games.
And I will quote them here, white supremacy. The ADL report I also read, just to make sure I wasn't getting my wires crossed and I had all the information at hand. The GAO essentially used this ADL report to inform what they're talking about here. This is one of only like 8 sources that they cite in this report to Congress. So the ADL article is important to the points that they're making. And the ADL essentially claims that, quote, more than 4 out of 5 adults, 86%, aged
What the fuck are you talking about? 4 out of 5 people experience harassment. Anything is harassment, man. I launch a game on multiplayer game and I will experience harassment in one of my games. It doesn't mean it's gonna affect me mentally. Holy crap, this shit is awful. Yeah, words I don't like? Oh no, I'm gonna cry. I lost my game of League of Legends and the guy called me shit at the game. That's harassment. There's no way this is a real statistic. 67 million online adult gamers.
from 18 to 45 experienced harassment in online multiplayer games.
Guys, I know a way to cut this down immediately. Tie your social security number and your real life name and you'll stop all of the harassment instantly. Yeah, let's do that so that we stop it. No, why not, man? Everybody's getting harassed because they're anonymous, you know? Wait, disrupted plays such as trolling and griefing. Guys, they consider that harassment. So if I grief some motherfucker's game, no, I got harassed.
A few things in the article that could explain them reaching these numbers of harassment is this infographic of data, where they asked 13 to 17-year-olds if they experienced harassment and then broke it down by categories. The categories include things like disrupted play, such as trolling or griefing, which made up the largest chunk, and called offensive names, which came in closely behind. So what the say negative things based on avatar skin, clothing features, username, or in-game possessions. So if I make fun of the guy that's called fucking weed smoker, ganja enjoyer, 420 blaze it X and call him a fucking pothead, that counts as fucking harassment? Or that his fucking skin sucks and it's harassment? Oh my god, this shit is so stupid. Calling harassment is basically if somebody says you're shit at a video game, goes
trash,
or intentionally feeds, team blocks you in FPS, something like
this
that.
This is all Tyler One's fault, yeah. He's the reason why harassment has gone up in League of Legends and the feds want to stop video games.
Something griefing or trolling you. They're basically using this to present an argument that gaming is full of these really bad people and it's extremely toxic and hateful, which seems pretty fucking out there as a concept to me personally. They then go on to use this data to claim that, and I'll need to quote you on this just to outline how stupid it is, as a result of being targeted by hate in online games, 30% of young players said they always hide their identity when playing online. Now,
no shit, don't reveal your name or like... Guys, I know this is like a newsflash for some people, but don't fucking use your real name and like date of birth and like state combined into your fucking username. Like, please, for the love of God, don't do that. You're actually just like beyond low IQ if you do that stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yes, doing smoking sick combos on demons in DMC would make me then want to pull my devil trigger Earl and do air hikes, rainstorms and dance macabres on people or telephone poles. SmugAlana SmugAlana bark. US government bout to learn the same lesson Blizzard did a decade ago. Woo.
Yeah, Blizzard tried to tie your real life ID to your Blizzard account, and they learned that that was a bad idea because their fucking guy that did it first at their work did that, and then he got harassed because his real life name got doxxed within like 3 hours.
I've been playing video games online since 1997. I've never once
Was this
not
Ultima?
hidden
Holy
my
shit.
identity in video games. I don't make my character name my actual full name. I don't make my character look like me. I don't change my display picture to be a picture of me. Nobody does this. We all inherently hide our identity just by virtue of existing in video games and always have
Yeah,
done.
exactly.
We create usernames and
They were onto something, then fumbled hard as hell and hyper-focused on video games instead of forums.
I don't think his forums should be fucking censored either. Like, if you're gonna say something atrocious, like, I'm gonna find your house and I'm gonna kill you, I know where you live, like, yeah, you should probably get the police called on you. But if you're just fucking around and fucking in a forum and saying you're a fucking dumbass freak, shut your mouth, your opinion's wrong, that's not harassment.
gamer handles and tags. So this makes zero sense to me. They're trying to basically say
This is
that due to somebody
insane,
trolling
bro.
you in a ranked match or calling you shit at a video game, whatever it's going to be, which we all know people do, they all say outrageous things in games to just try and offend you. Nothing about you personally, probably, because they don't even know who you are. The ADL's trying to make this link that due to that, and they've shown the data, the majority of it is coming from these two groups of what they call harassment, to say that this is making young people hide their identity. And if this is what you're putting forward, I have to question your credibility or what your goal is if you're dragging this into your report as if it
Oh my god, 12% increase since last year. Well, like the next year by 12%. Whoa.
made any sense or contributed towards an actual point. Now this is where it gets wild. They also
Citation
polled
needed.
kids, literal children, ages between 10 and 17, asking if they had been exposed to white supremacy. They even
Why are you even letting anyone below the age of, like, I don't know, 14 or 15 play online multiplayer games that aren't filtered to shit? Big piss. Why are you letting them, like, play on, like, COD lobbies and shit like that? Let them fucking play Roblox where you get censored for every word and, like, you just play little fucking games. Because money? I know, but I'm just saying, it's such a fucking ridiculous statement. Yeah, like Roblox, fucking, what's it called? Cartoon Town, Toontown. Like, go outside, fucking walk your dog, man. Don't play Roblox, though, it's full of pedophiles. Counterpoint, don't let your kids, like, privately DM people and, like, interact with them. Like, watch them play the game or something. What the
been specifically outlined to the children that by this
Don't let
they
them play
mean
unsupervised.
the exact concept of believing white people are superior to other races and white people should be in charge. That
I've never in my life heard anyone, like, say that in a video game. Maybe I'm just like not been exposed to that, even though I've played video games since the dawn of time.
is a quote. Apparently 15% of kids said yes.
What are you playing, fucking COD or something? Even in COD is probably not that bad.
They have been exposed to this in multiplayer games.
You didn't
At
play
which
Halo
point I'd
3?
ask,
No, I did not play Halo 3 online. Would you shut your mouth? Get over here. Brrr, I'm so mad. I hear fucking shit outside. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, shut your mouth. Shut up. Oh my god, lay down, buddy. Lay down. Oh my god. The freaking cleaners are outside in the hallway. And he's screaming at the fucking vacuum, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. God, what a fucking baby. Oh my lord. Yeah, it's the cleaners. They're making him fucking angry because he hears the vacuum outside and he thinks it's a monster. Anyway.
What the fuck are kids playing nowadays for this to be the case? You don't have to wait long because the answer is apparently Roblox.
Roblox!
Now, I obviously don't play Roblox.
Roblox has white supremacists in it? Dog, how?
But in all my time playing online games, I wouldn't say I've been exposed to white supremacy. I've been exposed to people saying words that they shouldn't be saying to try and offend people. I don't think I've been exposed to actual ideological white supremacy, like somebody speaking out a manifesto or something.
I don't believe this.
Maybe times have changed, but anyway, that's in there. The next section they called ally behaviors, which I'm going to skip for everybody's sanity. The next part is really interesting, actually, to prove a point that I'm trying to make.
Dota 2, let's go! Dota 2, number 2, number 3, let's go!
And this is where they give a statistical breakdown of
go!
which games these kids are reporting being harassed.
World of Warcraft number 4, Final Fantasy number 5. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
And
good
since we've
stats,
seen
60%.
That they're using trolling and saying bad words as personal harassment in video games, you know exactly which games are going to be at the top of the tree. All the competitive team-based ones, obviously.
In World of Warcraft, someone calls you a fucking shit tank and you write, oh my god, someone called me a shit tank. I know in Final Fantasy 14, there's such a thing as toxic positivity. I saw a massive Twitter thread of someone correcting someone for not having their taunt on their tank character in a dungeon, and that guy freaked out at them and told them to shut the fuck up and stop telling them how to play the game, even though they were just telling them to like turn taunt on as a tank and have people like, you know, not get aggro. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Valorant, Call of Duty, Dota 2, Fortnite, PUBG, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and the list continues.
Roblox is number 6, let's go.
Built a statistical basis that claims harassment in online games is growing and causing people to do heinous acts in real life because kids log onto a competitive game, get told their shit, called some names that are probably based on shock value and nothing to do with them.
Pollux, not Malcolm! Subhumans, holy shit! Go to EUNE Ash! Oh my god! Of course it's the EU server!
Personally, because they don't know personally who they are, get trolled. That's what this report is.
Oh my gosh.
And just for the record, 3 of the people that were experts that consulted on the GAO's actual congressional report work for the ADL, so were probably in some way involved in this report. This gets worse when they get to the section that they talk about adults and their experiences of harassment. The ADL claims that from their data, 17% of adult gamers experienced doxing.
I had a friend that played on EU West, and everybody, he told me anecdotally, every time he would play a League of Legends game back in like 2012 to 2015, every time there would be a fight that would break out, if they found out one of the people arguing was like from like they were from Turkey, they would all gang up on the Turkish person even though they were fighting amongst themselves and start shitting on that person. It was so fucking sad. Oh my god. It's so fucking sad to hear that. He's like, that person did nothing wrong and they would still gang up on them. That's in League of Legends EU. Like EU West, I think. Yeah, EU West. What does it say? 17% of respondents were doxxed? There's no way. There is no way 17% of people are doxxed and 12% are swatted. That is, I don't believe that.
As in having their personal identifying information like full name and address
12% were spotted. I don't believe this.
Also, get this one. 12% of adult gamers in America experienced swatting.
12% of gamers. How many people did they say they took the survey of? That's not, I don't believe that, man. That's an insane amount. You would have like stories of people getting swatted like fucking 100 times a day.
Which the
in
ADL
America
defined as having a stranger make a false report to emergency services to target somebody. So
yeah,
they're
there's no
claiming
way. I don't
out of
believe that.
60 million American adults that play video games.
Yeah, 60 million, 12%. No, I don't buy this shit. People lied on the survey. Yeah, I think so. I really do.
7.2 million of them have experienced swatting, with also 10 million of them experiencing doxing. Which I'm just going to say, I don't believe these numbers. I don't believe that they're real. There's no way I could conceive of this being true. Obviously, I know doxing and swatting do happen, but to random people in video game lobbies, a combined rate of...
Like, it's always streamers or people who give out their real life name. I feel like people don't fucking do that readily. This is so dumb.
29% of 60 million people.
Yeah.
There's not a chance that that can be the case. That would mean statistically, every game you join of, say, Valorant or CSGO...
Something tells me they never conducted any sort of research with actual SWAT teams for that info.
Well, it says that any report of emergency services, which is like... I have a lot of online friends, and I've never heard of them getting doxxed, let alone swatted. Ever in my life. Like, you can't... It's entirely based on surveys. I just don't understand. How can you lie about this kind of thing?
With 10 people in there, almost 3 out of the 10 have been doxxed or swatted before
I don't
due
believe
to a
that.
video game match that they played. That number just feels absurdly high and reads like fiction, created to support...
Oh my god, this is a Russian swatting that happened. They found out their real name and like swatted them. And Russian police don't fuck around, by the way. He immediately put his hands up. He's like, oh shit.
Narrative that makes gamers appear to be considerably more dangerous than they are.
Yeah.
Anyway, that ADL report is a video all on its own. I obviously have gone a little bit deeper into that because this is a large basis for the rest of the GAO report as it pertains to gaming specifically. I just wanted to give you a background on what this report was using when it was presenting this narrative to Congress. This is what they claim is a factual basis for their objective reporting. Now, not only do they use this ADL report as a source, they also use the Department of Homeland Security report called Homeland Threat Assessment 2024, the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Department of Homeland Security report called Intelligence Assessment and Data on Domestic Terrorism, a January 6th report on domestic terrorism, a PEW research center. So
they use all of that info in their freaking other reports. That is so fucking stupid. Imagine how much of that money that we pay as taxpayers goes back into this dog shit because they think it's an actual threat because of these skewed ass numbers. I hate this so much.
The social media fact sheet, Entertainment Software Association's Essential Facts about US video game industry, and last but not least, the US Secret Service Mass Attacks in Public Spaces report. You can find all of those within the main GAO report, which I will link below. So it seems like most of the gaming inclusion here comes from that ADL report, and that specifically comes from a mass shooting event in Boston.
I'm just saying I probably wouldn't be as nationalistic if it weren't for Blood and Iron on Roblox. No. No, shut up. Shut up. Blood and Iron on Roblox. What is this? Check out Blood and Iron. It's one of the millions of unique user-generated 3D experiences. What is this? Let me see. It's a game centered around the legendary Napoleonic Wars. No! They think Napoleonic Wars make you nationalistic and racist? Bro, I've met some of the most wholesome people that enjoy, like, historical... No! This is such bullshit! Dude, my dad loves Napoleonic history, like wars from like the 14th, 15th, and 16th century. I'm not joking, dude. My dad loves this stuff. There's people that do recreations of like old ass wars for fun on like Saturdays and Sundays. Sounds like he should play. Yeah, apparently so. He's gonna become nationalistic. Yeah, my dad's a toxic gamer. It's over. I should report him to the feds. What the fuck? Your dad's playing war games? He's prepping? Yeah, I guess so. He's gonna become a general one day. I cannot believe this. I thought this would be like, I don't know, like World War II. This is Napoleonic Wars featuring renowned regiments such as the Old Guard and the 95th Rifles from both France and Britain. Age 13 plus, violence moderate repeated. Playing in first person is highly recommended. You just run around on your horses and bayonet people. Oh my god, I hate this so much.
Buffalo, which they linked to gaming because the shooter released.
It's not even a game about American Civil War. Why is this even a thing?
A manifesto stating he was radicalized by a Roblox custom game, which we've seen before with people claiming after they've done something really bad that a video game made them do it, which is obviously nonsense. It's not engaging in reality. I don't know why you believe these people. There's obviously something wrong with them to do
This
that in
looks
the
kind of
first place.
fun.
So to then say what they've written or said makes them a trustworthy narrator, and we should take on surface level what they think did this to them is ridiculous.
Excerpt from archived version of Buffalo Shooters Discord logs. Nah, this is an inside job. There's no way someone would say that unironically. I think someone planted that. There's no way. Yeah, he was trolling or someone made up that. Like, there's no way. It doesn't make sense.
As a concept. It's never the video game. It's always a mental health crisis and a failure of society to help that individual. The avenue or venue for the radicalization is hardly relevant, nor is it ever the actual video game. It's always people they meet who share similar ideas, which then—
Is there a particular person that radicalized you the most? Brenton Harrison Tarrant started everything. Brenton started my real research into the problems with immigration and foreigners in our white lands. Who the fuck says that word? Like, guys, I've worked with old people who said some racist shit at my work. They never say this kind of stuff. Nobody says this. Nobody says the word white lands. My god, these people are insane. Who the fuck says this?
Makes it
This is
not about gaming at
fake.
all.
Yeah,
about
the
the core
white
issue
lands.
of mental health and any tool to communicate or find peers. Which is why these reports always miss the mark for me, as they focus entirely on things like gaming being an issue, ignoring the fact that gaming is not the problem.
PUBG
It
makes me
never has
racist.
been. They totally miss the forest for the trees. You should be trying to solve people's mental health and what's leading them to this path, instead of skipping that step and just saying, let's try to monitor these places where people are meeting. Which again, I think on the totem pole of how people do these things, gaming is probably very low.
I think Discord does have a problem with people getting groomed and there's pedos and this and that. I do think that's an issue with Discord. But holy shit, all video games?
So let's go back to the GAO report. They then outline, and I'll quote the section, ways that domestic violent extremists use online platforms, and then they show an infographic talking about memes. Essentially saying, and again I don't necessarily entirely disagree, that people use memes to spread a message to a large audience, and then a small portion of people that message reaches and resonates with move to a private communication group. Then, of that small communication group,
It's
an even
those damn
smaller percentage of those
man.
people might wind up doing something radical. This is not
The Daily Stormer? I didn't... What is this? I've never heard of this in my fucking life. Guys, like, are you serious? What is this shit? Have you heard of this? Press 1 if you've heard of the Daily Stormer. Like, I'm not saying you're engaging with this. I'm asking, like, as an honest question. I've never heard of this in my life. 111 vaguely 2 11111111211. It was big like 7 years ago. Okay, I guess I'm just that clueless. I've never heard of this in my life.
True, this does happen. I know we've all seen some incredibly racist, sexist, or otherwise outrageous memes on social media. And of course, you can use anything that's popular as a way to convey an idea for anything
I saw a
positive
video on
or
this.
negative. But I'm going to hazard a guess that most of the time people sharing those, even if they're bad, even if they're memes based on things most people consider bad, they aren't on a mission to recruit people to any kind of cause, and are just sharing them because they find them funny. Obviously, I don't agree that they're funny, but I don't think everybody who shares something that's, you know, some kind of way is out.
Or they're being edgy. When you're a little kid, you're fucking edgy as fuck because you have no brain.
They're trying to recruit people. And we have examples of this, so that's why I don't rule it out as existing. We can just look at things like involuntary celibate, or better known as
I question everything because I do not trust these studies, even if something has been verified thrice over. Is it me, or am I smelling glowy plants in these groups?
I'm not even talking about verification. I mean, like, literally, like, logically, this doesn't make sense. A game about Napoleon Wars made you radicalized and nationalistic. That doesn't make any sense. I would have believed more so, like, with, like, COD or something.
Cells. These people do see and share these memes, then they end up in a community where
Yeah,
they get further
shitposting is a crime.
radicalized, and then things happen. They have done, we've seen them. The next section discusses the mass shooting in Buffalo and makes an absolutely wild leap of logic. They claim that due to the gunman putting a camera on his head and then carrying out the attack, that he was, quote, replicating the visual style of a first-person shooter game, which is utter fucking nonsense. It's just a convenient place to put a camera, which is why it's used in pretty much every outdoor activity video ever. They just put a GoPro.
Using first-person GoPros is... Oh my god.
On their helmet. There's zero link to the idea he was trying to replicate anything. And again, this just discredits the report and exposes the clear agenda directly in the face of their stated mission of objective and neutral reporting. The GAO report goes on to make some incredibly silly assertions, such as this section that basically says gamers make friends in games, and some of those gamers might be extremists, so somehow making friends is bad or something. I don't know exactly what the point is here, to be honest. They just say some extremists make friends in games, and...
Oh my gosh. Guys, you heard it here first. Making friends is bad.
That could be a bad thing.
Self-isolate.
The funny section comes up next, where they basically contradict most of what they're claiming with a single sentence that reads, one expert noted, there is no evidence directly linking violence in video games to real-world violence. But they then go on to immediately hit you with the however, and then say that extremists will use certain games to target people who play violent ones, and even make their own games to recruit people, which again makes it not about the game, because there are no mainstream games created that have any kind of sizable audience you can point to that exists with the intent to recruit people to extremism. If these are the leaps of logic you're making, you basically can replace the term video game here for written or spoken language and blame the ability to communicate instead of video games, as there's zero way to link any of these things together as a cause, and the actual vehicle for recruitment is just the ability to communicate, which you can do in pretty much every avenue that people use on a daily basis. This is like blaming electronic mail for people being extremists because somebody can email somebody else. Like,
hey guys, want to get together for a barbecue and discuss racism? Sign up right here, please. We're gonna use our public emails.
Yeah, as soon as you allow people to talk to each other, if they find somebody who's into the things that they're into and they're bad things, of course, they're probably going to get together.
As with all extremists, people link sins on a certain things, then cast those things out to rid themselves of the evil.
Yeah.
And talk about the bad things. This is nothing to do with video games. This next part's pretty crazy. According to some companies they spoke to, big tech and social media in particular, they...
Oh yeah, very good. Trust big tech. The people that got the... people that can't even, like, fucking control their own fucking games, man. Guys, I have a fun fact. I got mass reported out of a fucking rated battleground in World of Warcraft because the other enemy team could abuse a system where if enough people report you at the same time, it bans you out of the game and makes you lose the game because they don't filter you for any kind of like what you said is irrelevant. Like, I didn't say anything. All they did was right-click my portrait and report me all at the same time. Like 10 people all at the same time, and it nukes you out of the game, no matter what you did. You can get unbanned 2 hours later if someone decides to look at your ticket, but it still does that. And you trust these people that can't even control their fucking... They can't even control their own game. Like, they're filtering. What username did you choose? I chose the one that's not fucking stupid like your one. Does that answer your question? I literally just explained it's irrelevant. You can do that on a lot of games, I've learned. No, my name had nothing to do with it. It doesn't matter. They just did that because it was an exploitation. They just report you for anything. Harassment, inappropriate name, nobody does that. It's an automated system.
Assign human workers to specifically monitor people who they believe are, quote, bad actors.
Yeah,
not
bad
just on
actors.
their platform either. Meaning they employ people who follow them around digitally to other platforms and mediums, compiling reports and keeping tabs on them. That's the social media companies doing that, not the government. That information is then obviously going to be shared with federal government. This next part was pretty funny, to be honest, until I thought about it more. The GAO report links certain profile pictures on social media to violent extremists. They state specifically that many white supremacists use ancient Greek, Roman, and Norse imagery to, quote, create an aesthetic that supports their narrative.
Oh my god. Greeks and Romans and Norse people. So all the people who have like Scandinavian Norse mythology and like Thor and stuff are harassers and white supremacists. Oh. Yeah, what about anime profile pictures? I want to know what their conclusion for anime profile pictures on Twitter is. I wonder what the report says about that.
Now this on surface level sounds
Homophobes,
ridiculous,
yeah, probably
right?
homophones.
But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Almost every time I see someone saying some deeply racist or sexist shit on my Twitter timeline, they almost always have a picture of a Roman centurion or some old Greek statue. This was obviously funny to see in a government report because it sounds stupid, but at least anecdotally this one tracks with what I've personally seen.
I've never seen that, but again, I don't know. Maybe that is actually anecdotal.
Though obviously the issue lies in grouping people together as if they're all doing that if they have the same profile pictures, because at the end of the segment they specifically state, one of the experts noted that this type of imagery may not directly violate company content policies, but it helps draw others into this worldview, which doesn't even mention the people using these pictures doing anything. It just draws a line under those profile pictures and says they're bad. One last thing I want to highlight.
That makes no sense,
The report also
but
states
okay.
the federal government is collecting evidence on social media, which we already know.
I think it's for specific types of communities, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen that in the VTuber sphere. No matter how stupid and, like, unreasonable their tweets are. Rip to museum social accounts. Yeah, you're not allowed to have a profile picture regarding history.
New, but now you have it in black and white that if you post some memes that they consider to be an issue, you're probably now on a list. But unlike Santa Claus, where you have to do something really wrong, it could just be you posting a Pepe or something, which, let me remind you, the ADL still considers a hate symbol. Have no—
Oh my god, they still do? Pepe the Frog is a cartoon character, often as a sad frog meme by people unfamiliar with the name of the character. The ADL is such a joke, and we fund that as Americans with our
fear,
taxpayer
though,
money.
because the federal
Pretty
agency
sure.
responsible for collecting your memes and your social media information does not join Discord servers, so gamers are mostly safe from this. They're not really allowed to go anywhere where they would be required to interact with you directly.
ADL is a non-profit. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. That makes me
due
feel
to
a little
entrapment
better.
or something like that, so they just stick to public places. That being said, Throughout these reports, there are also claims that Discord is a bad place and also somehow complicit in creating extremists and radicals, just like gaming apparently is. The reason they come to this conclusion is solely because it can be used for bad people to communicate, which again, anything online can be used to communicate by bad people, but they obviously feel the need to point at gaming and Discord specifically.
Socializing.
So to me, clearly this report...
It's almost like socializing, no matter what the outcome or the, like, what the outcome is, it's all about tribalism. Everything is about tribalism. You find people that you identify with, no matter what game you play. Yeah, eventually you will find someone that you have something in common with, as long as you start communicating with them first. If you're silent, nobody's gonna fucking know, obviously.
Was completely lacking in any form of evidence, factual or objective reporting, despite the claim that that's what the GAO exists to do. They use terrible reports from the ADL that make zero fucking sense, to be honest, to lump gaming into the equation when this report should have focused solely on social media, which they can probably make a much stronger case for. Obviously, you've got big people on these alternate social media platforms that do run live streams and post videos that have some pretty extreme beliefs, some nationalistic beliefs, things like that.
No.
But you don't see that in gaming. It just seems like another time where gaming's getting blamed for something that it really has nothing to do with, despite not a single study existing that links violence to video games, even the most violent games in the first place. I do want to say that obviously there will be examples and cases of people finding each other in video games and then going on to a private server somewhere and eventually maybe doing something radical like the report claims.
Yeah, that's so small.
Common sense.
A percentage.
Any avenue where people can communicate with each other presents the opportunity for this to happen. And obviously the games that host user-generated or created content, such as, for instance, Roblox, are games that are more likely to have this occur. Games that host player-generated content, as well as games for children, probably do need more strict monitoring and moderation for exactly those reasons. But to take the entire gaming industry and just throw that to the wolves over a concept that is so common sense and apparent, with zero evidence of any of the claims outside of saying it can happen, is wild for a government agency to be doing. They may as well say the internet, the postal service, the local town board, talking in the street, the telephone system, or any form of communication is the issue. That would make
my argument for another point I wanted to bring up is the fact that the Buffalo shooter said something like, oh yeah, I love this Roblox game that simulates Napoleonic Wars, right? So now are they considering like banning all Napoleonic like games involving like bayonets and shooting people and like mounting horses and slaying people in those games? Like, you know what? Remember when they would cry about Doom being influencing school shooters and stuff? Like that, it's such a bad argument, like bad faith.
Make just as much sense as saying specifically gaming is the problem. What bothers me most is that these reports always present everything as bad. They state that gamers can become radicalized, but they don't mention that gaming can also bring people together, create friendships, help people who might be struggling with isolation or on the path to radicalization by bringing them into situations with other gamers who enrich their life and unknowingly bring them back from a dark path.
those don't
They would rather
exist.
pretend that gaming is somehow an issue or that any of these problems are inherent to the medium. Gaming can give people a place to belong, introduce them to kindness, companionship, and understanding, but in their world, they only see the bad. And the scary part is that the report was accepted, with the Department of Homeland Security and the FBI agreeing to their recommendation, which is incredibly vague in the first place. But anyway, there we go. Another example of gamers bad. There was over 250 pages of documentation here between the sources. So if you want to go read, enjoy. It will all be linked in the GAO report, which you'll find down below. And remember, next time you post a meme, they're watching you.
No, they're not, man. They're cherry picking. What a mess, man. And to the person who said they're fucking cherry picking, that was not a cherry picking report. There was so much in there. There were so many pages of that bullshit in there. And I don't mean like cherry picking in that sense, like they're cherry picking. I mean like that entire article Or not the article, the GOA. The report. It's chock full of it. Chock full of this shit that we don't need. I made it the fuck up. It's funny because it's like they're taking data and just twisting it so that the boomers in the office don't understand what's going on. Motivate surveillance. Yeah. Oh, we need to monitor Discord more. Yeah, you scare a bunch of confused elderly people that don't understand what the hell they're talking about. Like, if I had to break it down to some old fucking boomer politician who's been in there for 50 years before I was fucking born, I think I could get the point across, but this scares them into thinking that they need to do something about this, which is fucking terrifying. At least to me. The big lie. I had no idea people are this stupid. I love having my data scraped. How about you, scrape these nuts?
Chat. This is a public service announcement, serious. If you're in the Discord and want to send something in for React content, read the fucking rules and instructions. The amount of people that literally can't properly send in a submission is concerning. You guys are cooked, or you don't read the rules. We mods take notice of that. Also, you look really stupid. Announcement over. Oh, hello, Alana.
Hello, Choco Man. Yo, wait, what happened? Did someone submit something really cringe? You know what? I'm proud of the people that can actually submit shit, because half the time people are like, how do I submit this? I don't know how to do it. How do I do the submission thing? I don't know how it works. There's a consistent amount of people that just don't do it right. It's actually insane. Reading is hard. Dick and toaster. Like, how often a day? Like 2 submissions a day that don't know? Or what? Dicks! Hello, dicks. 5+? Whoa, what? I did one a while ago. I probably didn't do it right. No, I'm sure you did.
Would like to think I've been doing things right. By all means correct me if I'm wrong, there mods.
The mods usually tell you if you're fucking up constantly. I mean, some people submit like copyrighted fucking music for me to react to, and I'm like, bro, I can't do this on stream. Can you stop being fucking weird? Dot suggest is a lot for some people. Well, for some people, they don't even like understand. They don't even understand how to like join Discord, which is fine, but like, geez Louise. Sending in a full recording of the most recent Super Bowl for you to react to. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds so fun. Poggies. I've already seen this. Hell no. Mm. 9.5 hours of Bionicle art. Yo, guys, I know we're joking around and stuff, but like, if it was my choice, we would just watch 10 hours of fucking World of Warcraft lore or some dumb shit like that. Wait, you can send videos to react to? It doesn't mean we'll watch them, just so you know. Yeah, why not? I like Adam Savage. Let's do it. I want to see this. 10 hours of Shiba? Yeah, 10 hours of Shiba and then fucking playing RimWorld. How do you send the knows? I don't know, man. Figure it out. Anyway. Yo, he's kind of shoving it in there.
I lost the bird. Hello there, I'm Gav. Welcome to the Slow-Mo Guys. You may be thinking to yourself, why is a ballistic gel goose covered in animal birthing lube being fired out of a 20-foot air cannon? And who's this majestic-looking bloke about to take the goose to the grid? Well, that's an excellent question. A while ago, my friend Gus told me about a YouTube channel called Bobby Fingers.
Did you see that YouTube video of the guy sculpting Mel Gibson's DUI arrest?
No. He makes these insanely detailed, meticulous dioramas of famous moments in time, such as Mel Gibson being arrested, Steven Seagal getting slammed into the ground.
That's actually a really neat.
And Michael Jackson catching on fire. After realizing I was subscribed to the channel, Bobby Fingers sent me a cheeky email. He said for his next video he'd love some slow-mo shots of a ballistic gel goose hitting a silicon head. And immediately I knew we were doing some Fabio. So we arranged to meet up in our usual quarry in Texas. I brought the high-speed cameras, Bobby brought the Fabio heads and geese, and all-time hero of mine, Adam Savage from Mythbusters, assembled.
Oh my god, Adam Savage looks so old, man. What has time done to this man, man?
A 20-foot air cannon with an absolute honking pressure tank.
Big 20-footer. We had to rent a 26-foot van to fit it in.
Yeah, I used to watch Mythbusters a lot when I was a kid.
7510, and we'll get some nice 4K shots at 1,000 on that one. We can go up to 80, 2,000 on this one. I'm not sure we'll need it. It's not going.
How expensive are those cameras? Probably like a couple of $10,000. Probably like $30,000.
It's not a supersonic goose.
I guess.
When I'm ready to fire it, I'll bring this over and connect it. The moment that's connected, no one goes past. Actually, everyone should be back behind here once that's connected, effectively. This first set of tests is going to be really straightforward. I'm going to put a little lube in the end of this. I'm just going to fire it to fill the end with lube. Fill the tube with lube. Then I'm going to disconnect it.
What if you shoot this into someone's butt? Would it like rupture their butthole?
Release this bird, dip it in the lube here, pop
At
it
75 miles an
and
hour?
we'll power it up to like 60 PSI and just see how far the bird goes, and hopefully the high-speed camera will give us some idea of its speed. After a shot, before anyone proceeds to go see what happens.
Rupture their body? No. What if it's really lubed up? You don't like, you know, send it right in there. You just have to like kind of prep your butt beforehand.
Wait for me to
just
say
slip
all
in?
clear. That's just making sure I'm not putting anyone in the end of a barrel where there's still pressure in here for any reason.
Wait, I know what they're replicating. Fabio once got hit in the face with a bird while riding a roller coaster and broke his nose.
Yes, thank you. That's what he literally said. Yeah, Fabio got hit in the face by a bird.
He's doing my job.
We'll thicken this up. It's a you're supposed to powder it on your hands before you're pulling a cow out of another cow.
And it uses the cow juice to
no, you put the powder on your hands and then you wet them and it greases them up. So you can add this to the bucket and we get lube for the bird.
Have you ever got any into your peritoneal cavity?
Does it say not to?
It says not to. Just
Ew,
I mean, it is sold
This is for cow birthing lube, man. Ew.
specifically.
But you can get it into other cavities just fine.
This is bargain lube.
Bargain lube. Ew. Make it goopy.
I have no idea. I think we dumped most of this bottle and we get our lube. Yeah, it's like a methyl cellulose. Oh yeah, it's like alien slime.
Alien slime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ew, they need to get like a
any cows need to be born here.
They need to like, what is it called? We get a little stirry thingy. A stir.
Can help.
Yeah.
That's our breech loading system. Loop shot in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, paint mixer. Oh, it didn't work.
I don't think the bird's gonna make it to the end of the barrel. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Oh, look, we get a reverb.
Now that the barrel was lubed, we wanted to fire this test goose to see how close to 75 miles an hour it
Yeah,
would
shove
come
that
out.
thing in there. Get it in there. Come on. Fuck.
Oh, the coupling is small.
You got it.
You got it.
Yo, Juan, take the 5 months! You're insane. Ooh, that's loud. Ooh, that's loud.
Are you saying you didn't want to go up to a higher PSI?
No, I am going to a higher PSI.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If in doubt.
It's mostly
You're
about how
slamming
much
in there,
volume
Chad.
here we can move through there. And it's possible we can get the bird up to speed. Again, won't know anything until we fire this one. In 3, 2, 1!
That's fucking loud, bro.
Exceeded every expectation.
She worked.
That was great!
3, 2, 1, kaboom.
I had no idea. That was great. I'm so happy. And the other ones are going to go faster because that bird was heavy.
Yeah, they're lighter.
Let's find out from
Significant damage to the
fast
face,
that went.
please.
This is such a sight.
It's like a Concorde coming out there.
It's so aerodynamic.
So good, look at it.
It doesn't budge an inch. It's just completely still.
This is.
That's
We talked
amazing.
about this in San Francisco. I said I didn't think the head would fly back when it left the barrel.
It was gonna bend around.
All right, so
So-
you need a measurement of the bird, yeah?
Ideally,
Yeah.
I need the software to do a proper measurement, but I guess we can just figure out the framing, right?
Let me grab a tape measure.
Do you want to measure from the barrel to the end of the frame, and we can figure out that distance?
Okay.
I wonder how many of those cameras they've broken over the years.
Oh, right.
They're doing math.
74 miles an hour, is that right?
That's pretty fast.
Check my 62 inches.
Men doing math.
That feels exactly right.
So did you just literally nail it? Yeah, I've got the same, 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, I literally nailed it on
Nailed
the
it.
first try. 75.
What a professional.
Come up, yeah.
Yeah. Come over this side, isn't it?
Gosh, it's so hard to aim something so long.
I have tons of experience with that. Yeah, I got it.
What's that?
I just like
Men.
these moments where I'm like kind of go, how the did I get here? So yeah, in a quarry with
Fabio.
you clowns shooting peas out of it,
Hong Kong.
cannon, you just kind of stop and assess and go, did I get here?
I will tell you, and I'm sure you guys have had this many times, but Jamie and I we called it the Mythbusters moment for us because we'd be sitting at the top of a greased slide after weeks of work going, who, what, how?
No one asked us to do
No.
this. No one.
And by by the way, we are at
Freaking
pressure.
love
The barrel isn't
Mythbusters.
hooked up, but I'm ready to load the crap bird and fire it into crap
Stop
Fabio.
talking about ourselves and start shooting some geese.
Load.
The moment like that Bobby mentioned is one of my favorite feelings. Basically just realizing you're standing right in the middle of such a surreal moment. Having watched every episode of Mythbusters in my youth, I've seen Adam interact with phantoms multiple times. But there was that realization for me right here, where I was watching Adam load up the pipe with the goose, as if I am watching an episode of Mythbusters.
Gavin, are you guys ready for a potential?
And then he turns to me to check if the phantoms are ready. I just found that moment so fulfilling.
What the fuck is he doing,
It's just
man?
best if they're unconscious.
Next up, to test the aim of the cannon, we'd be firing the ugliest bird at the ugliest Fabio head.
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Get it in there! It's like he's pushing a turd backwards into his butt.
Whoa! Oh my god! I lost the bird.
Oh no!
I lost the bird.
Is he gone far?
It did.
Oh
It went far! Oh no!
Pre-lubed, it was a real struggle when the lube went on.
And then, yeah, push it back. That's right.
Oh yeah!
There we go!
Yeah.
I've got it.
Ew!
The bird is loaded.
The
Bird into
fucking bird.
Fabio on 3, 2, 1.
That didn't look very fast.
Awesome.
The unfortunate thing with these faster cameras is that we're searching through like 400,000 frames.
Oh yeah.
So that's 50,000 frames a second.
50?
Wow.
Jesus.
I can speed it up a little.
Slide over.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my god, it's like literally going in his mouth.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's amazing! Dude, look at that detail too. Yeah, that's definitely gonna do some damage. Oh my god! That is so nifty. Slurping. Hey!
Stop making that noise specifically. It's pretty bad. Look.
Ballistic still is made for smacking.
You know when they smack their pee-pee to get it ready?
Oh yeah, you will get him.
Wow.
Oh yeah, she's a
fat.
Oh, look at her. She might take a little force to get in, but don't let go of the tail.
Absolutely not the first time I've done this.
Get her in there, get her done.
Go.
No, yeah, you do.
Get in your greasy.
There she goes.
I have her.
All right.
I've got her.
Here we
in
go.
my sights.
Beautiful bird into beautiful Fabio. 3, 2, 1.
I missed.
That's a good blow.
The sound specifically.
Oh, good.
That sucked. The guy's cheap.
Good grief!
Like it got him, but like on the side.
Adam Savage, you're gonna want to see this.
It's the hopeful look on his face. Very Disney Prince.
Clearly enjoying himself on his ride.
Yeah.
That is
Just imagine his
stunning.
hands.
Yeah.
How slow it is.
Oh my god, the bird is perfect.
Now he's seeing the goose.
It's like a massive dildo to the head.
Acceleration.
Flip.
Wow. It's almost like he closed his eyes for a second.
Oh my god!
The bird is just going into itself. Speed up.
Oh my god. Oh. That is the most perfect glancing blow.
Oh my god!
It just completely changes the
This
face.
is insane. And this happens in like milliseconds of a second, man.
Oh, you got the whipping them. You got the tail and the neck.
And it whips into the neck.
Oh yeah, the thing like had a bit
This
of
is
recoil.
stunning. No wonder these cameras cost so much money.
Spectacular.
Wow.
Most qualified person in the world at doing specifically this.
Yeah, it's gonna break your face.
skills I'm
sure.
pretty good at.
You're the best person.
Like a bird like that would be like, I don't know, like 20 pounds.
Oh, I think I'm just all right at loads of
You're
stuff.
good at getting in giant balloons
I'm pretty well practiced at it these days.
without lube.
We should just get some of this animal lube.
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't we think of that?
Never thought. And
Men making dirty jokes while they're doing science.
Get in your pup.
Get in there, you cunt.
In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one. There, just knock the wig off. This is gonna be a good one, chat.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't believe his eye didn't pop
Oh,
out.
it did. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It didn't.
Oh, the wig's gonna fall. That's gonna be good. All the lube also. Look at the stringy ass lube flying off as well. Looks like a spider web. His wig fell off.
And 3, 2,
That's awesome.
1.
Boom.
Yeah!
Yeah.
What'd you find there, Dan?
The
Found the eye, you know. Popped out
Wow.
quite far.
the tension.
Boom. Oh, that's not pretty. Oh, that is not pretty at all.
Oh,
It's like it whips around.
Oh. Ew.
Run it back. Very good.
Oh.
Yeah, no wonder he actually broke his nose. Like, think about it. Like, a real person got hit in the face by a goose. Or a bird, I don't know if it was a goose
I'm
or a
starting to
bird.
think Fabio's telling the truth.
Yeah!
The white silicon test goose is heavier than the ballistics gel geese, so we were curious if it would do even more damage to the Fabio head.
What?
Oh my god! That was the best one so far. Wait, did it actually fly at both of them? It got both the eyes, chat.
Yeah.
Ew, don't put that in your mouth, you nasty fuck.
Yes.
It's deeply damaged him.
It's like gone into his nose.
Oh my god, look at all the lube. That is a lot of lube, chat.
That's booking it.
That's trauma to the brain, man.
I think that's going way faster than the other one.
You're getting a traumatic brain injury.
Oh, the mechanical coupling between the bird and the face.
That is
That is
smart in the morning.
stunning. Look at all the lube crashing into his face, too.
Adam then wanted to see which goose would go the furthest distance, the silicone or the ballistics gel.
Here we go.
It is so
3,
fucking funny to
2,
watch.
1!
No wonder people hire them to like film this stuff. This is so funny
I'm really
and
curious
fun.
about which one went farther.
Yeah, his eyeballs fucking falling out. It's so good.
Oh no!
Oh no, 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 not the swamp. The swamp's eating him.
I fucking... I gotta rinse my shoes.
Oh
Gel
no.
bird went 100 feet. This one went 150 feet. So, silicone wins. God damn it. The hard part about the slurry is that it's a quarry, which means it's not dirt, it's clay. It's under dirt.
Clay gets
and
hard
it's
to get.
tenacious as hell. It sticks to everything. If you were walking around here in the rain, it gathers up on the bottoms of your boots until you're
And
like
then you drag it around.
4 or 5 inches higher. I'm not kidding. That would stay on. I have to chip this off with a screwdriver unless I get it off right now. Yeah. I can move about the cabin now.
Is that the lube bucket? I would fucking hope not,
Last shot of the
guys.
day,
Come
the
on.
martini. You happy, Bobby? Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Imagine just lube with his shoe and puts his phone.
All in all, this was one of my favourite days ever. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more slow-mo, and make sure you check out the videos on Adam Savage's Tested channel, and of course the full Fabio video over on the Bobby Fingers channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Clamchers, yay! That was a fun video. I like the eyes popping out at the same time. That was good. Ba-da-da-ba-bum-bum-bum. Gather around the goon bucket one at a time. We needed to make the lube for the video. Oh god. Oh my fucking. Lube for the chicken ranch? Oh no, ew. Mods get to bathe in it. That's their daily shower routine. Get in the goon bucket. Oh my lord. New casual with Geo is up. I also noticed he got his elephant video back up. No, really? Holy shit, I gotta see. Did he actually win? He won the fight. Hold on, I gotta also see something else here. Hold on, I gotta read this. Meet and greet, at long last. It's finally back! He got it back up! This was 2 weeks ago. Well, I'm happy for him. He definitely had every right to post that. What video? It doesn't matter. Take that, Frenchie. Yeah, fucking idiot, loser, stinky ass bitch. Took him a while though. It was like, what, 2-3 months of this shit? Alright.
A hippo made me cry.
A hippo made me cry. And I wanna die. Animals that get the middle finger from childhood. I mean, hippos are notoriously savage, so I'm kind of not surprised, I guess. Yeah, hippos are terrifying.
A hippo made me cry. Hippos are easily first ballot in the Hood Nature Hall of Fame, but they didn't get it from turning hundreds of humans into hashtags a year, or for being a part-time predatory land whale out of water, while also being fast enough to catch a ticket in a school zone. It's not because of it's not just their eyes. It's because as a kid, I was traumatized by 3 words: hippo, baby, shower.
Excuse me?
Maturing is realizing 2 things about nature. 1,
hippo baby shower. All right, I'm gonna let him cook. I don't know. That sounds kind of... I don't know if I can say that word, but yeah.
you hit the RNG lottery if you die of old age. And 2, you probably have a worse childhood than an actor from Redacted. Since I've already made a mother and father video on this channel, instead, we're gonna do basically the opposite. Here are the animals that get spanked the hardest by reality the moment they're born. And while this isn't really a bad parents video, we're gonna see some of these animals need CPS in the worst way. So yeah, back to hippos. So as a kid, I was watching this documentary. I couldn't really tell you what it was called or even what it was about, but there was this one scene where a mother hippo showed up with her freshly born calf, and the other hippos,
oh, they look kind of cute. Look at the little fucking... It looks like a little pig.
woke up feeling like Mike. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, take your pick. Either way, I watched the calf become corpse confetti in front of my eyes. Hippos are actually pretty solid moms. They'll take a maternity leave from the herd and pretty much quarantine herself for weeks to have the kid, and it's usually after a couple of weeks where she'll return to the pod. Problem is, if she comes back to an overcrowded pool or limited resources or really just a hippoing, males will gang up on the mother, separate her from the calf, and make a hippo baby shower shockingly literal. In their defense, it's technically rare, and it's not like your favorite animals don't follow the same script. But man, did the squeals of an eviscerated baby hippo alter my brain chemistry.
Massive piss. They kill the baby? Oh my god, that's horrible.
The hippo's first introduction to its own kind is a family pool party that can turn into an actual bloodbath. And if that's too dark for an intro, I'm gonna put this right here, because like the world to Ray Charles, it only gets darker.
I'm so glad I wasn't born a hippo. Oh my god.
So in my non-professional online opinion,
scary.
there's about 4 ways animals fresh out the womb get violated by the natural order. And the first one's what hippos go through, which I like to call running the gauntlet. It basically means because of circumstances, an animal too young to be anything but a milk merchant has to go through trials, tests, and a real-life bullet hell that I would hesitate to wish on my worst enemy. And unfortunately, my worst enemy is not this bird. You see, the barnacle goose have a problem. They build nests on high, cloud-caressing cliffs, away from polar bears and foxes, but their food source, aka their entire way of life, is at the very bottom. And because they're basically flying lawnmowers that eat mostly grass, they can't just mama bird food into their faces. And air Ubering them down ain't on the table either. So their only option is to jump. All the way down. The day-old flightless baby barnacles freefall up to 400 feet straight down. The Statue of Liberty would be a vacation for them, and the only thing breaking their fall are the rocks littering the bottom. Really, the only break they get is nature giving them a fluffy down coat and flyweight class to make the whole
No, you're trolling. Oh my god.
rock or anything less of an immediate game over. But don't worry.
Not the added sound effects. Oh my gosh, the squeaky toy.
It gets worse. The parent geese do help by calling out to the chicks and kind of coaching them down, but their encouragement can end up attracting the same predators they were trying to avoid in the first place.
So
also, as a conscious cotton ball, they go wherever the wind blows them, and if that happens to be too far away, they can get snatched by a raven before their parents even get to them. Not to mention, barnacle geese don't get full immunity. 10% of the chicks become a casualty to the cliffs, and only a third are alive after 2 days. Basically, this is the second animal in the row where baby shower sounds more like a sick joke, and wouldn't you know, they're not the only birds that don't need autumn to be a
babies showering from the sky.
Wood ducks have to eat themselves up to 50 feet out of their tree nest or starve to death inside. I didn't know water landing was a luxury because merganser chicks have to do the same thing, except the best they get are leaves. But at least with ducks and geese, they run the gauntlet, but they have their—
At least it's not a bunch of rocks at the bottom and you get impaled and die. Like, jeez.
Parents there the whole time. This crab could only be so lucky. The Christmas crab's named after the island it's on, and every year, the crustacean exodus travels from within—
Oh, I think I know. They travel and then they get squished to death by cars and stuff. Or eaten by, like, animals. Because they're so tiny.
the forest, all the way to the coast.
Yeah, it's the crab rave, they dance.
Well, if you know what this drink is called, just know crabs have copious amounts of it. Walking to your spring break when you're only inches tall is a struggle enough. Doing it in reverse at tick size is veteran difficulty. Because a few weeks later, the Christmas crab progeny has to backtrack from the beach all the way back into the recesses of the jungle with the rest of the population. It takes over a week straight of walking, while dodging everything from cars to the people in them. And that's if they don't get spawn sniped on the beach by their own kind. Out of the legit billions of crabs that take the journey on,
that's why they have so many, because only so many survive.
Only, let's see here, 0.0001% of them live long enough to continue the cycle. Now, I'm not the best at math. They're arguably the only insect that can give 10% of the Furious 5 problems.
It's like a live buffet. Imagine, like, there's people just eating you like little children, like, hum, nom, nom.
Nani? It sounds like all but 1 in 10,000 crablets are statistically Nothing says Gauntlet like having so many.
Yeah, they have special bridges for the crabs because there's so many that they kill on the road that they have state-funded bridges so that they can climb up and down on them to cross.
Kids, you basically forced a right hand of RNG to do at least one of your own right. Spoiler alert, you're gonna see that again. But nothing makes running the gauntlet more literal than Godzilla's understudy. Ironically, the marine iguana is only a menace to algae and is reportedly chill like that. Their childhood is anything but, because
this guy looks high as hell.
Crab iguanas will lay their eggs deep in sand or volcanic ash. That also means they have to do the dash when their underground nursery turns out to be a snake pit. As soon as the iguanas are born, they immediately rush to the rocks for cover, and that can get them tailgated by, of course, racer snakes. And like their name suggests, they're liable to run down a luckless lizard. Bro really just blew a 4-0 leg lead. Oh, and Euro-stepping Satan's garden hoses doesn't mean they still can't get picked off by the always menacing Galapagos hawk. Running through ops like Marshawn Lynch your first day out is survival of the fittest on steroids. And remember, running the gauntlet is just one of the ways the world plots on the young. But number 2 might arguably be worse. Criminal negligence. Because at least with before, if you take an L, you can chalk it up to a skill issue. But with a parent like that, if you're strapped for luck, you're pretty much in trouble. The harp seal is actually a decent mother. For 12 days, she nurses her pup for less than 2 weeks, then what? She abandons the pup to go find more males because mother harps are for the sheets. The ice sheets. Keep in mind, the baby seal can't swim or otherwise feed itself for the next 6 weeks, even losing half their weight in the process. Forcing a
Yeah, what happens is they feed them full of milk that is extremely nutritious and fattening, and then they leave them to fend for themselves. That's why they have white coats, because the white coats blend in with the ice more as well. Yeah, and they lose like all of their baby weight because they're starving the whole fucking time.
Hunger strike on your kids is bad enough. Pulling that polar bear country is diabolical. Worst part is, the pups are naive enough to confuse anything that moves for their mother. So those videos of them pulling up to cameramen, it just got a lot darker. Quackers are on a different kind of timing because they'll yeet their young as a contingency plan against predators. And while
kangaroos do this as well, yeah. They'll yeet their baby out of the pouch when they see a predator. That's why zookeepers have to approach them cautiously because it might scare them and drop them and they might abandon the baby because they think they're in danger. Because they want to survive to give birth to another baby than to, like, you know, die with the baby. That's the animal, like, evolutionary logic.
No, they don't literally throw their babies into the oblivion.
No, they yeet
if
them.
things ever get too tight during a chase, the muscles in the pouch do the exact opposite and drop the Joey on the ground. And while the screaming, writhing Joey gets the worst kind of attention, Mama Marsupial hightails it because you know what they say.
What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid.
Kangaroos, wallabies, and quokkas have all been known to ghost their kids in the worst way. In fact, tree kangaroos have been known to eject their Joey over the stress of a bad storm. But hey, shout out.
Yes, that's why when zookeepers have to be very careful. They can scare them too much, and they basically shit out the kid and abandon them.
To koalas, not only could I not find cases of them sacrificing the youth, some koalas have adopted orphan joeys and looked after them like their own, so big ups to the chlamydia care bear. You got koalas caring for kids that aren't even theirs, and a desaturated deadbeat forfeiting custody to the gulag. Pandas often have twins, but because they only have the facilities to keep one alive, they'll basically flip a coin, keep Zach, and Cody gets returned to sender. To the point where zoos have to play parent trap with a panda and will sub in one twin after another. Whole time the bag of bamboo thinks she only has one. But
pandas are actually one of the stupidest, and I know this is gonna sound really mean, but I think that pandas are one of those things that have been kept alive by humans because they are so incredibly stupid. Have you seen how pandas behave in the wild? They get startled by everything. They can only eat a certain bamboo, otherwise they die. They can't eat anything else. It's so funny.
Definitely heard all this before, so I'm not gonna go into it.
Definitely should have been
What I will
dead
do though
long
is
time
mention the
ago,
bird of
extinct.
pandas. This is a grebe. If you haven't seen one before, let this be your
Grebe.
introduction.
Adam.
The hooded grebe will have 2 eggs, and they'll lay both on this kind of floating nest. First to hatch hitches a ride on their mom's back. Second place,
Yeah, they are kind of like
it
dodos.
just gets left there. 97% of the time, the grebe couple only raises
Look
one
at these
chick.
things,
It's
they're
bad
so
enough
dumb.
when pandas do it, but at least the DreamWorks franchise isn't endangered anymore. Being critically close to being cooked while having a one-child policy is just egregious. Oh my god. In fact, the average baby raised per adult each year is 2.
Look at all these
not a
dams.
smudge. Make that 0.2. And yet there's a bird.
They look like those, you know those really old school 90s, like, little peckerboard birds that, like, dip into the water and it's supposed to be, like, some sort of, like, Zen thing? They look like one of those. They do the... I forget what they're called.
Bird that might be worse. Now, how could emperor penguins be here? They were in my Father's Day video, and the mothers aren't slouches either. But in a really cruel twist of fate, the very thing that makes them great parents can royally screw the chick over. Prolactin is a hormone that goes into overdrive once the penguin lays an egg and keeps going long after the chick hatches. And it's believed it's actually the high levels of prolactin that drives a penguin to make the long trip back to its chick after days of filling up at sea. The problem is the prolactin doesn't fall off if the penguin ends up losing the chick, and the parental drive can be so strong.
I studied penguins in college. I had to take a paper on Antarctic wildlife. They start stealing other people's babies and they get into wars with one another.
It forces them to kidnap someone else's. Not only can the chick get accidentally smothered in the process, most times
and they have huge mosh pit crowds because they start fighting each other. Yeah, like, it's really bad. They're so... And birds are fucking stupid as all hell, man.
Kidnapper loses interest after a couple hours, leaving the forcibly fostered chick to die, either of starvation, freezing, or getting turned out by a giant petrel. Oh, speaking of which, they'll really watch an ice-chilled vulture snatch their child in front of them and will do jack about it. I mean, sometimes they'll try.
Well, they can't really do anything. They're freaking flightless birds, man.
They don't. Imagine the plot of Taken, but if Liam Neeson was in the same room and didn't even move from his couch. To be fair, I honestly don't know what I was expecting here.
Walking faster. Watching a child getting clubbed and murdered, and they're like, yep, just minding my own business. Oh, what a nice day outside. Look at that. Look at the sun's out. Very nice. Meanwhile, I'm getting killed! And they're like, what? Did you hear something?
Except better. Mind you, that's only the half of it.
I don't
literally.
care.
Because next is what I like to call, it be your own. You've probably seen videos of storks throwing their own chicks out of nests.
Oh, yeah.
It's cuz in survival of the fittest. Fit isn't about strength or washboard abs, but fit is more like how good you are at making more of yourself and passing the genes off. Look like a liability, and most bird moms
Yeah, storks are, kind of brutal.
aren't gonna waste the resources better spent on your bigger brother. They'll just subtract you from the census themselves. And that's not the only way parents can be your biggest op. Scorpions are dedicated enough to literally carry their entire family on their backs for days. But let resources get low enough and you'll see a spice roach having a kid.
Man, I hate scorpions. They just look so freaky. Ew.
And long-tailed skinks go full scorched earth. She'll try to defend her nest, but if she feels like it's getting invaded too often, eventually she'll say F it and eat her entire family first. Funny thing is, most skinks will just lay their eggs and peace out, but those in the area codes of egg-eating snakes will guard their nests. That is until the moms get pressed enough and become the predator. The burying beetle has a different problem. You see, this corpse roach will turn an expired rat into a nursery, but if there's too many beetleists, there won't be enough food and they'll end up small and underdeveloped. So the beetle will systematically murk a small percentage of her own children to keep the ratio high. And science says it's the beetles that beg the most for food that get packed up. Seriously, the larvae that beetles can beg, by the way, but the ones that only do it when they're genuinely hungry actually have a better chance of surviving than the ones that do it constantly. In a weird way, it's like a creative tactic to reward honesty. Also, imagine asking your mom what's for dinner and she takes your head off. Either that, or it's a really messed up game of musical chairs where the biggest beetles get fed first.
That's just like VTuber moms in real
The ones that
life.
get left out get terminated, which is actually a great transition to the last pitfall of youth: sibling rivalry, or Beyond Part 2. Spotted hyenas take on-site literally. They will try to kill each other the moment they're born, and this ain't a friendly Disney Channel type of fate. A quarter of the cubs born never make it out of the den because of it. And considering the very process of birth can turn both parties into a hashtag, yeah, hyenas got it bad. So does this guy. The shoebill stork is one of many types of birds that will flatline their sibling to survive.
I thought these were wholesome dinosaur birds. What the hell?
And even with different species,
These guys
the
are
script is the
psychos
same. The
too?
stronger chick gets all the food and attention, while the weaker one gets bullied and beaten into oblivion, often while the mother's watching. Heck, sometimes they serve the corpse as a victory meal. But arguably the most brutal case of competition happens in Tasmania. You know exactly where this battle
Tasmanian
goes.
devils?
Tasmanian devils can birth
Yep,
20,
thought so.
30, sometimes up to 40 joeys. But somehow while their opossum cousins have 13 nipples and the short-tailed opossum has 27, the live-action Looney Tune got capped at 4. So now the blind, hairless, raisin-sized joeys have to somehow race their way from the birth canal
I
all
know
the way
they're
to
babies,
one of
but,
4
like,
milk
ew.
faucets. As you can guess, the first 4 to feed go on and grow. The remaining joeys get canceled like a Friends spinoff by the mother who eats them alive. I know I said musical chairs earlier, but this is That Meets Saw. Directed by Casey Anthony. And somehow there's an animal that gets done even worse. The sand tiger shark can have up to 50 embryos inside her uterus. The problem is, one litter can have multiple fathers. So once one of the embryos grows big enough, it swims around and starts eating all the others. And they don't just wipe out all the smaller embryos. Once the pup clears them, it then eats all the unfertilized eggs in the uterus. And you know these sharks
They make the two ass suck to each other. Yeah, that's the one Asmund was talking about, I think. Definitely understands Alana's Russian. You can ask her to ignore the English. I definitely want one. Like, one day I might have that set up. Let's see. What else is there? Don't. This is what people pirate games. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, and I wanted to apologize for getting aggressive.
Zoomers when they are 50. Renting. Still 50k in debt. 3 jobs. AI girlfriend. God, the future is bright.
Ooh, AI girlfriend. You know, fake pee-pee. Like fake fleshlight, like fleshlight that talks to you and says like, "Oh yeah, prick me right in the pussy," shit like that. Yeah, I wanted to apologize for being aggressive earlier. I have a friend, well, not a friend, I guess I should say, they are an older person that's like one of my friends' parents, and they're boomers. And they said, y'all just don't get married anymore. You're getting married when you're older, and that's why you can't buy a house. And I don't know, maybe I just misunderstood it for a second, but like I got really mad because I thought you were saying it like they're in the boomer way of saying like, oh well, you're not getting married, that's why you can't afford a house. It's like, bitch, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter if you get married. And like, yes, 2 incomes plus the taxes are like the reason why it's a little bit helpful. But yeah, all them avocado toast and buying Starbucks, like I don't even fucking buy Starbucks. I buy Starbucks fucking 3 times a fucking year. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it just, you know, triggered that primal anger out of me of those old people. Starbucks. I mean, Starbucks is gross, but like I do buy it sometimes, like 3 times a year, just to try some dog shit.
You think we can make AI more human if we use human brain tissue like in Halo?
Yes. You need to get married, Tomix. Yeah, that's right. Mods, get married to each other right now. A lot of old people are generally out of touch with how fucked the world is. Yeah. I think so. I think so. They just kind of live in their own bubble. Especially the really rich ones. Don't get me wrong. I think, like, people who are actually, like, poor or, like, lower middle class, they know it's fucked. They just can't do anything about it. And all the rich people that are like, oh, we don't care.
Where's the pre-order thing? Available November. What is this? They're doing it again. Who cares about the main character? The game's $130. Everybody's mad about the character. Maybe this is their strategy. Add in a main character for a game that's really controversial, and that way it'll distract people from the fact that you're trying to get people to spend $130 for the fuck.
$130. Early access season pass. Ultimate pack. But you can get it for $18 a month if you get PC games in Ubisoft. Poopysoft. Chat, buy Poopysoft stonks right now.
Fucking game. Why do you have 3-day early access? A season? Wait, there's a season pass?
Mm-hmm.
Includes a bonus.
For a single player game.
Bonus quest on day 1 with additional unlockable content as well as 2 upcoming expansions. So let me get this straight. You buy the game and you don't even get everything in the game. It's day 1 DLC.
Yeah.
Why do people buy this shit? Why are they charging?
Because crazy marketing for crazy stupid people. That's why.
$18 a month as an option. It's priced this way and it's created this way in order to get you and funnel you over to this right here.
Why not just release expansions? Because more money. And it's working because people are fucking stupid. Gamers are fucking stupid, dude.
That's why it's got an outline around it. It might as well have a neon sign pointing over to it, okay? And I know this
editor put that in.
Sounds crazy. They don't want you to buy this. So psychologically, you get them in with this price. You upsell them to this price.
Okay Loki, I actually have the Ubisoft sub because the amount of time I spent playing Assassin's Creed games, I save hundreds by just paying the $18 until I beat the game.
I understand. It's the same principle as buying, what is it called? Shows to watch. Is it still playing? I mean, it's not that intrusive, but yeah, I realize that. It's the same thing as, like, you know, buying, you know, Peacock or freaking Netflix to watch a show and then unsubscribe, but a lot of people don't, and that's how they get their money because they forget to unsubscribe. Which sucks, because it just encourages this bullshit behavior. Not a lot of people are actually smart and, you know, unsub.
You discount it down to this price, and then you get them thinking they're getting a good deal on this price. Whenever they came to the store, they were only looking for this price. This is, I think, a lot worse. Like, I don't really care if they want to butcher Japanese history. This is not my problem, right? But
it's not about the money, it's about the data collection.
I mean that too, but like the money helps, no? Charging $100 for a video game? What do you mean? Yeah, like, yeah, having you sign up to Poopysoft is great, but like the money on top of that, like, what are you talking about? It's not like the game is free.
But this is a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a lot about the money, my guy. Definitely. If it was about the data collection, they would have made the game like $10, but they're not. It's $100. $130. Love that. In other countries, it's up to like $150. I'm pretty sure $160 fucking dollars. People in the US haven't read the Patriot Act. You're already being collected no matter how safe you think you are. Yeah, but the issue becomes then, again, it circles back to the issue of Europe and other countries don't like that, and now they're being locked out of playing the game, so now they're gonna pirate the game. Which was the title of the video. See, this is why people pirate games. Yeah. That's just what Sony loves to do. They're like, oh, give us your data. We love you. That's why YouTube's still free, technically speaking.
I was unintentionally paying for a Streamily subscription for months after accidentally getting it when I got my signed Matara poster. I hate subscription services, SmugAlana cried.
Dude, I had the same thing, but for what I did is I immediately canceled it. Immediately. As soon as I got the poster, I literally had it written down. I had a little fucking notepad on my table that I look at every morning, and I was like, oh yeah, my thing came in, and I immediately canceled it as soon as the thing came out. Yeah, I really wanted the poster right, but you had to sign up because it's fucking stupid and I fucking hate that shit. I immediately wrote it down. I was like, all right, I'm gonna cancel it, and I immediately canceled it. And it didn't tick over and charge me the $15. Because what they do is they get your credit card, right? They don't charge you for the poster. Because you pay for the poster, it's like $40, right? Or $30, I forget. And then she signs it, right? And as soon as she signed it, I fucking unsigned up immediately. I didn't fucking charge that shit. Yeah, fuck that. But that also takes a lot of effort and some people are really busy, so I just feel bad for them. Yeah, it's not your fault if you forget. It sucks. That's why I hate subscription services in general. Boom, 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 boom. Woo! Alright. Funny for them to think I have a credit card. Well, I have a debit card, but that's besides the point. Oh shit, what the fuck did I do? I was at work during the signing stream too. Yeah, I got really lucky. I was watching and then it happened, so I was happy. The 6-hour mark is coming, chat. Yeah, chat, I might have to go a little bit early. My tum-tum was hurting. Getting that wave. But we're only 15 minutes early. I know. My toothy doesn't hurt that much anymore. I only get a little bit of pain, which is nice. She hates us. Oh, shut the fuck up. You guys are a bunch of weenies. I love you guys. My tum-tum hurting too. Well, we should feed you, bitch. Alright, we're gonna read out to Twicky. Yeah, let's go say hi to Twicky. I like Twicky. Does your mom know your job and how she feel? No. My parents don't know I stream and I don't want them to know because I want to keep my family life separate from my job, so yeah. Yeah, suck my nuts. Alright, chat. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the rays. Thank you for all the biddies. Thank you for all the gifted subs. I really appreciate you guys are awesome. Please stay cool and calm and collected and don't throw a fit like I do when I get overly emotional. Yo, Shuey113, thank you for the sub for 2 months. See you tomorrow, chat. I'm probably gonna make tacos or something. I don't know. Alright. Love you guys.